Um, I think number one was for the collaboration, first for you as our mentor coach, but also the franchisors that are with the group
Hmm.
because every brand had a different segment, meaning that you had some maturity on some brands. Some were like myself in between that beginning but mature stage. And then you might have had a few that were almost at the beginning stage. But we were able to learn from one another. And I think that was one of the key ingredients. Plus, in franchising, the community is so powerful because you can take knowledge from all the different type of people that you meet and be able to take one nugget to apply in your business at that specific time. Well, a lot of times what happens when you come to a mastermind group, of course, it's a mindset. And we want to be able to change our thought process to move to a different level. And that's one thing that's exciting about your mastermind group because you even say next level thinking.
Hmm.
And with the group, everybody is that saying that's been there and done that, but we all are growing to strive to grow more for our brand, grow more as an individual, grow more as a leader in the position that we hold. So taking that information and then applying it, then we can see some results. And I feel that's one of the best attributes you have for being part of a mastermind group. Um, Not really. I think what was the good thing about it is that you had, like you said earlier, diversification. Once in a while, we would have guest speakers come. Maybe the surprising part is, or what is very unique, is very confidential. So
Hmm.
it allows you to really express yourself and not worry about that it's leaking or getting out into the franchise community. And I think that's one of the good things about this group, and that you're willing to work with everyone individually because we all have ups and downs in our business, whether it's
Hmm.
financially, emotionally, personal and in business. And I think that's one of the biggest takeaways or surprises. And that is exciting because as a competitor, and a lot of times I always tell myself, well, I don't want to be at the point where I'm competing where it overtakes you. But when you have members on your mastermind group that are growing, you're cheering for their success, but you know it'll come for you as well.
Hmm.
So, with that being said, I can take some of the principles that they have tried or tested in their team and could apply it, whether it works. That's a good thing. If it didn't, okay. But at least you learn from that. And so what I did was to enhance my leadership abilities was be able to take some of those principles, learning from others that worked. And that way I can see the growth and change. And I do know that for the simple reason where I was maybe a year, 2 years ago compared to where I am now. The thought process is different. The conviction is different, especially when it comes to lead gen. So that's
Hmm.
one of the good things I love about with the leadership of the group. That's unique. One change is I think being a little bit more focused on certain details and then implement it. And one thing you've always taught us is that do things with 90 days increments or less.
Hmm.
And then that way it allows you to test, see if it works. Then you got a proven system. If not, scratch it, find something else.
Hmm.
And I really believe that's one of the biggest changes. And then the other part is being consistent. You know, this is on a month. Well, this month is each month, but in order to be effective, I always learn come early, stay late. You got to be consistent with it. And we all have life and different things going on. But when we can be able to stay consistent, then we eventually will see some changes and growth in our business. Well, it's definitely good structure, and special with the mastermind group because what happened, you have streamlined it down to one page. It allows us to get a little bit more innovative, but also it helps us to get a little bit more creative as well on what we're looking for. Then, when we talk about the format of the cadence, it allows everyone to share their experiences, what's going on in their brand. Then we can collaborate together and have some takeaways. And with the time frame, I think that time frame we have is real flexible because it's like it's not well if you only have 2 hours and you have to leave, then you that's okay. It's not where you get a slap on the hand if you can't make it. We miss our team members if they're not there, but we understand that's business and life. But I
Right.
think the structure and the format is real good. This group here, I think it's a little bit more intimate, and for the fact that we're not, I don't want to say judging one another, but I know in the past, in another group that I was in, a lot of times that maybe if it wasn't the structure or the format, because really it depends on the leader.
Mm-hmm.
You have different people in different groups, but one thing that's nice about this is discreet, it's confidential, but we make it fun as well, if that makes sense. Okay. So I would say it will be someone in a brand that has at least 5+ units and greater, because that way they kind of been through some of the stuff. And when I mean stuff, the franchising of the good, the bad, and the ugly. Then when you have some franchise brands that have maturity, whether they're 20, 30 units or higher, they bring a different segment to the group. But we all work together to reach that common goal. Now, someone who's totally brand new, it goes back to that mindset. They may not be ready to make an investment and have to hear certain things that they're not ready to hear.
Mm.
The other part that I like about this is that we don't always have to be quote unquote franchise traditional. I like to be able to go out that box, do
Mm.
some things that's different. And that's one thing I love about our group compared, and I know a little bit of this was on the previous question, compared to others, everybody kind of stayed in the same box or the circle. When we need to think different because things have changed over the years. So when I say that, you're not looking for somebody just kind of like, I'm here just to get all these nuggets and then I'm out of here, like a one and done. Okay, that's
Right.
not helping anybody. We want
No.
somebody that's going to stay consistent through the good, the bad, the ugly, but also know that, hey, we can have each other's back, if that makes sense. Take it on faith and don't look at it just because you're paying XYZ in dollars. My question will be, why are you coming to join? What do you want to get out of it? But two ways of what you want to get out of it. What can you bring to the table? And also be willing to be open to listen to others that's been in the group. We're not better than anybody else, but we want to make it fun, collaborative, so that we can grow
Mm-hmm.
together as a franchise community. Because when we all grow as a group, we're stronger anyway. And you got to at least stay in it for 90 days or greater because the difference is if you're just giving it one shot, this may be for me or maybe not, then don't even waste your time. So, guys, with the mastermind group, we've all heard this. Solo acts don't always win as much as with a team. And not saying that you couldn't be a solo act, but it's greater when you got a good team in a mastermind group. And the reason why I say that, because whatever situation or things that's going on, you talk to that leader of the mastermind group, which is Johnny Franchise. He can customize things for you. His ultimate goal is to allow, he wants to see you grow and prosper. And what happens a lot of times, I think people hear noise. They hear noise in the franchise community. They hear, oh, I can work this way, but we want to do best practices. And in the mastermind group, it allows you to do that and it keeps you accountable. Now, that's the hard part about it because everybody doesn't like accountability. Everybody doesn't like to be with their hand being slapped. But if you want to win, you got to be willing to be part of the team. And let's just make it fun. You have nothing to lose, but everything to gain.